I really hate these crows here. But okay, welcome to the canyon. Here we actually do have a lot of things we have missed. So there's going to be a lot of coverage from this area. The first thing is actually going to be the most important one. In all honesty, something I should have shown off the first time through, because it's actually pretty relevant for the context of the story. But for some reason I didn't think about doing it. So let's go show it off now. Last time we actually used the stone mask to get to this family unseen. However, if you don't wear the stone mask, it is still possible to do this. It just works a little bit differently. Stupid crow! See what you did? She ran off. Die, please. I really hate these crows. Okay, very good start. But anyway, if you're not wearing the stone mask, as you can see, this girl actually runs away the moment you come too near her. I feel like we're being watched. I don't think she's going to come out while we're here. Let's back off and see what happens from a distance. Okay, let's do that. The stone mask is actually not a requirement in order to actually enter that house. Allow me to show you off how to do it if you don't have that, or just decide not to use it. Might take a while, so... Luckily I have a couple of crows to actually fill my time. Oh, it's actually a lot quicker than I expected. But anyway, at some point when you're far away from her, she does not see you anymore, she will come out again. Only this time she'll not be staring at the water, thinking, where the heck is this coming from? Come on, stupid crows! And this time she will actually start walking towards the well. As you may remember, her father has turned into a Gipdo now because of the curse. While trying to investigate the Gipdos, who actually come from the well. There is actually where he got cursed, and she will try to find a solution, I'm not too sure, but anyway she's going to the well. And while she's going there, we can get in here unseen, even without the stone mask. However, that is not all I'd like to show off. Because the moment we find her father, normally you would say, heal this guy. Song of healing. Something even Teddle points out. This mummy looks different. Sorta like he's waiting for its human heart to be healed. Well, do something. Haven't you figured it out yet? As you can see, Teddle actually gives the hint that you need to heal him. However, if you try to attack him... Stop it! Who are you? What are you doing just walking into people's houses like this? Don't! It's me, Pamela! Get out! Forget everything you've seen here, and get out! And that is what happens if you actually try to attack him instead of healing him. She will not let you in anymore. However, don't think that is the end of it, because you can simply walk away and eventually the door will open again. You can try again. So this is not a definitive end to this quest if you actually failed like this. But approaching Pamela's father wrong will give you a unique cutscene. Still worth showing off, I feel. Ah, and here she comes again. Even the game zooms in on her to show it off. Even if you failed healing him, you'll still get a new chance. You'll still come walking towards the well at some point. And speaking of the well, that's actually the next thing I'd like to cover in the canyon. Because as you may remember, there's actually a Gipdo maze down here. Last time I only showed off the way through there, but there's still a lot of other rooms that are worth showing off. And the bonus content is actually perfect to do that. Let's go show off all of the rooms we have missed. And most of all what we can find in the rooms that we've missed. Allow me to show you how well thought out this place actually is. Let's go to the room north first. Leave me some medicine that bestows health. Okay, this guy actually asks for blue potion. I'm pretty sure red potion does not work, even though he only asks for health. But it's actually blue potion he wants. And I really feel this place is designed perfectly, because I'm pretty sure the blue potion is the only thing you actually don't find in here. All of the other things you need, like these fish over here, you can actually find in the well. As you may remember, there's actually a Gipto at some point that asks for a fish. And the fish you can actually find in this very well, as you can see. In fact, this guy actually asks for one. He's not the only one, there's actually also one on the other pathway. I actually took the liberty of getting one beforehand, so I can get through here a little bit quicker. But still, you can actually find fish in here. And this is actually the room where we can find... first of all, more fish. However, that's not the only thing. We can actually also find a unique enemy in here. Remember these evil eye switches from Ocarina of Time? And this is actually the only place in this game where we can find them. And speaking of only a place where we can find them, this is actually the first and only place in this game where we can find this grabby hand that is not placed underwater. Also interesting. There's a couple of ways you can try to take care of him, but you will find out none of them work. Arrows go straight through him. Does not work. But it does work on these eye switches. Sword also just goes straight through him. Spin attack maybe? No, no effect. There's only one ground-based item this guy is weak against. Bombs. Just toss a bomb at him and he's gone. And okay, now let's go talk about what he was guarding. This is actually where we find hot spring water. The only place outside of the mountains where we can find hot spring water. And yes, it's not here for nothing. There's actually a Gipto that asks for hot spring water in here. And since hot spring water has a tendency to cool off quickly, let's go to that Gipto immediately. He's actually all the way to the southeast of this mini dungeon, so allow me to skip out on the rest of this pathway for now. We'll be back here later. This hot spring water has a tendency to cool off pretty quickly, so we do need to be quick. Okay, this is the guy that asks for Deku Nuts. Okay, so far familiar territory. Last time we actually went through the door to the north. However, if we actually talk to this guy, he asks for something warm that can melt ice and quench one's spirits. That is actually hot spring water. Not regular spring water, only hot spring water works against this guy. And conveniently enough, we can find it in the well here, even though it is hidden behind a couple of rooms, but still. And in this room, we actually find a cow. Besides the fact what a cow is actually doing in a place like this, let's not talk about that. We can actually use it to get milk in here, that's pretty much why he's here. Okay, let's go check out this room. This is actually the room that leads to the big Poe. We need the bomb in order to enter it. You're not a crow, but still, go away. Okay, this is indeed the big Poe room. Also required in order to get through this place. But we've already seen that part, so allow me to skip out on that. Let's go in here for now. This is another one that asks for a fish. Okay, this is the main pathway officially. Last time we actually went straight through. This is the guy that asks for the big Poe. But we've already seen that. So let's go to this room over here. There's also a room to the west. And this guy asked for something small and creepy. And with that, he actually means bugs. Okay, this room actually leads to a treasure chest, as you can see. However, the chest is not here normally, but there is a lot of invisible enemies here. Sounds like Skulltulas to me, so let's go see what we have. Yeah, indeed, Skulltulas. The sound was kind of giving that away already. Okay, pretty sure we need to light the torches. Defeating the Skulltulas is not required, but it can be in the way a little bit, so still try to take care of them. Come on! Should be able to actually defeat you guys without seeing you, but still. Let's go light up the torches. 2 of them. And indeed, a chest will spawn. And the price is 50 rupees. Okay, and that's the end of this pathway. Oh, there's a lot of Deku Babas here. So this is the place to actually grind for Deku nuts, you might say. Also a required item, of course, in this mini dungeon. So this is the place where you can get the Deku nuts. Let's continue to the north pathway. One we were actually forced to break off because of hot spring water reasons. But there's still some more rooms, so let's continue. Leave me H2O. Well, that's not very difficult, isn't it? Just regular spring water. Okay, 3 more rooms to go through. Here we have a couple of corridors that are blocked off by webbings, so let's go take care of those. And let's go see what they're hiding behind them. Okay, a couple of shadow enemies, but more importantly, these spots actually hold bombs. Also required for this place, so... In this other corridor we can actually find bugs. Now let's go check off the final 2 Gyptos. As long as the Wallmasters leave me alone. Okay, this guy also asks for bugs. Pretty easily taken care of. And this is another room that leads to a chest. And this one is defeat all enemies? Question mark. No, nothing happens. Oh, it's an invisible chest. Because I see open, there's indeed an invisible chest here. And this is also 50 rupees. Okay, the final Gypto. The most northern room. And a lot of torches, so this must be important. Also something small and creepy. Also asking for bugs. Okay, let's go see what we have in here. If you manage to get yourself through here, you will actually find a fairies fountain in here. The first regular fairy fountain we actually find in this game. So far, all of the fairy fountains we've seen in this game were for great fairies. But as you can see, even in a creepy place like this, a regular fairy fountain can be found. So, in that case, this place is cleared off. Let's get grabbed by the Wallmaster. So we can actually also see that for the first time. And see that the Wallmaster's function is unchanged. Like a traditional Zelda game, it drags you back to the entrance. Okay, and here is something that actually returns from Ocarina of Time. Because this is in that game as well. Might as well cover it here, because there are actually a couple of gossip stones here. As you may know, these things can actually tell you the time, or the time remaining in this game, and tell you a couple of hints. Stay away from me. I hurt you. And can actually tell you a couple of hints about this game, as you may know. However, there's actually also an Easter egg involved with these guys. If you punch them with the Goron mask, you can actually flatten them. And you can do that over and over again. And it even works with the pound. It also flattens this thing. However, this was not what I was talking about. This is not the thing that actually returns from Ocarina of Time. That is the fact that you can actually blow up gossip stones. So let's go show that off in this game as well. Whenever we place a bomb near a gossip stone, this will happen. 3, 2, 1, blast off! For some reason, if you blow up a gossip stone, it will rocket into the sky. Until it reaches the top edge of the game world. And it blows up. It blows up even sooner if the ceiling is lower. But blowing itself up will happen no matter what. Still fun to include, I thought. So, here it is. Okay, as you may remember, the cafe quest actually takes place in the canyon partially. And of course, the cafe quest is filled with a lot of cutscenes we have not seen yet because of failing certain events. Let's go show off the first one. Sakon approaching his hideout. We need to make sure he does not see us. But what if he does? Okay, apparently he's blind because it takes him a while to actually notice I'm here. Let's approach him a little bit. I'm not doing anything suspicious, really? And he's leaving again. Before he opens up his little cave and therefore failing this quest because he's never going to return after this. The event is officially locked. And Kafei does not even know that. He didn't even see that we got spotted. His little thief that stole his mask is not going to return because of us being here. You can try find him all you want. He's never going to return. He has disappeared into nothing. Quest failed. Okay. Now he does open up his little cave. And now let's go show off another way to actually fail this event in the canyon. Because, of course, even when you get in here, you can still fail. And therefore trigger a unique cutscene. Okay, it's our turn. Come on, stupid rock. Okay, here we are. Yeah, that we already know. As you may remember, Sakon will try to get the mask away from Kafei on this conveyor belt. Ooh, what does this button do? There's a lot of switches here. I don't like the gold ones and also don't like the blue ones, so let's go press the red ones. Those look fun. There's a lot of those, so... Pressing the red switches will actually increase the conveyor belt speed, as you may remember. Normally something you don't want, but in my case I do want it, because I want to fail this event as quickly as I can. If in any way you actually are too late, the mask will get lost in this little hole. Yes, my security system is impenetrable. We're locked in. I'm sorry you got caught up in all this. If you can get out, then do it. Anju is already fleeing to Creamia's ranch. You did great. She'll understand. Come on, let's go. Play your ocarina and get us outside. Let him be alone. Yeah, and this is what happens if you fail in here. We actually get locked in. Also Kafei, who's actually on the other side. We're never able to ever see him ever again, you might say. We can try all we want in here, but we are locked in. Both of the doors can't be opened manually. Our only way of escape is with our ocarina. which you can do in two ways. Playing the Song of Time or the Song of Soaring. Those are the only ways out of here. Playing the Song of Soaring will actually trigger a warp to the entrance. And we appear right over here, at midnight on the night of the final day. Cafe being locked in here forever. A unique cutscene to close off the coverage of the canyon.